Hey guys, I'm Mike Goldstein of Easy Dating Coach. This channel is all about making dating and relationships easy. Go hit subscribe so you can join the party. Today's topic is how to date over 60. And you're probably wondering, why the heck am I listening to this young fella about dating over 60? Great question. The reason you are is because I have the highest success rate in the country. I get 83% of my clients into relationships. And over 60% of my clients are over the age of 60. So, how to date over 60? So, as you have probably noticed, you're looking around and you're like, wait a second, I can't do this like I did in my 20s and 30s. No one's, I can't go to a bar, I can't go to a restaurant, I can't go to all these activities. There's not that many single people. Well, there is a ton of single people online. And you're probably, maybe you've tried online dating, maybe you haven't. But for a lot of you that have tried it, you're probably like, this thing stinks. I miss the old-fashioned way when I can meet someone in person. Well, I got news for you. I work with folks all the way from 20 to 80 years old, and about 95% come to me that have tried and go, I don't like online dating. But after they work with me, we teach them a system where they absolutely love it. So that's what I'm going to do today is I'm going to give you some high-level skills on online dating so that you can start moving from totally single, have no prospects, to starting to get in the game, have some amazing opportunities, go on some dates with some quality men that could possibly move into a relationship. So if you're interested in learning this and stepping up your dating game, stick around. All right, let's start at the beginning. Step one, you're probably thinking, there's a lot of online dating sites, which one should I choose? If you live in the United States, most of the time the answer is going to be Match.com. The next question that comes up, what should my pictures look like? I have no idea. Well, first of all, if you can, you should go get professional pictures done. If you're just dabbling your toe in this pool and maybe you're going to hire a professional later, I'll take care of that for you later. But if you're just dabbling, just put some pictures up. Let me talk about the single most important thing that most folks don't know about pictures. So a lot of experts out there are going to tell you, you need a headshot so they can see your face, one really close. They got to know what's going on. That is 100% wrong. I work with Match.com, OkCupid, and eHarmony, three of the biggest players with their data. So everything I'm going to tell you is all math and science driven. It's not me guessing. It's me telling you the facts. So the profile picture, your face should actually make up 8 to 15% of the surface area of the entire photograph. So if this is 100% of the photograph, this needs to make up 8 to 15%. That gets a much more positive response than anything else. So don't be too close, don't be too far from the camera, get the right distance. Next thing, you're probably wondering, what the heck should your profile say? You can't go look at other people's profiles and be like, oh, that's what I should do, because 97% of profiles are written totally wrong. So let me help you out. First of all, let me tell you what not to do. You cannot use adjectives to describe who you are. There's so many folks that go on there and they're like, well, I'm nice, I'm kind, I'm loyal, I'm trustworthy. That can mean a million things, and I don't know anything about you. For example, if you say you're nice, that could mean, when you're in New York City and you see a homeless person, you give them $5. That's pretty nice. Or nice can mean you grab the homeless guy, you take him to Olive Garden, and you go buy him lunch, and you continue to eat with him every week until you teach him how to get a job, you get him off the streets, help him get an apartment. That is also nice. So you need to be specific, you need to tell stories. And you need to do it concisely, and ideally you have data. So men have very mathematical, logical brains for the most part. So an example would be if you love to walk every day, or you love to run, be specific in what that looks like. So if you walk 2 miles every morning at 8 a.m., that's what you want to say. I walk 2 miles at 8 a.m. Or if you run, there's a big difference between the person that runs 1 mile and the marathoner that, I run 10 miles every single day. So you want to specify that because those are two different people. And ultimately, you're trying to see if your lives could mesh. Like, is this a person that kind of fits into what I'm looking to do? Does that make sense? So the overall principle of writing a profile is specificity. You want to be super specific. Not saying I'm nice, not being vague, but like, hey, I run 2 miles at 8 a.m. All right, let's talk about the most important piece, messaging. Now, if you're an over 60-year-old woman watching this, you're like, when I was dating, men would ask us out, and that's just how things were done. Well, online dating, it's still, people think that's the best way to do it. Let me just sit on here. I'll have my nice pictures. I'll have my great profile. And this wonderful gentleman will message me. Well, what we realized over many years of looking at the data was 95% of incoming traffic, of incoming messages, is not going to be right for you. So that means when you get 20 messages, only one of them makes sense for you. So that's wildly, wildly inefficient. So we came up with a new system over the last few years that really works. And that involves you messaging the guy. Now, I'm sure you're like, I don't want to be in my masculine energy. I don't want to go out there and message. You need to trust me on this. Of my last 10 marriages, 9 of them sent the first message to a guy. I remember standing in line to go meet this new, they just got married. I'm in the receiving line, and I've never met the guy. The guy just grabs me, and he goes, Mike, thank you so much for finding my wife. He didn't care who messaged who, all right? So that's what we're going to do for you. We're not going to care about that. We're going to message men. The system I came up with is called 50-12-1. What that means is we're going to message 50 guys, asking them out on a date. About 12 of them-ish will say yes. And then every single week from the 12, I want you to select one to go on a date with. 1 date a week. And I want you to repeat this for about 6 to 8 times. And what we found through my system is that when you repeat this, you only need to meet about 6 to 8 men to find someone you like. And you're going to start progressing towards a relationship using this method. All right, you're probably wondering, how the heck do you message 50 men? You're going to do a copy and paste method. We're going to send 50 messages in 20 minutes. And how that looks is you're going to click a man's thumbnail, bring up a tab. And if all of this sounds complicated, maybe go grab someone so they can show you how to do this. Or feel free to ask below and I'll try to help out. But you're going to want to tab up on the top of your screen about 20 tabs, and then go and click the tab and then copy and paste the message. What the message will look like is something that says, hi, I hope you're doing well. How is your week going? When you get a free moment, let me know if you'd like to grab a drink or coffee sometime. Mike. So that's your message. And it's beautiful because men are really craving speed with online dating. They don't want a pen pal. You probably don't want a pen pal. You don't want to go back and forth. You want to get on the date and see if there's some chemistry, some compatibility. The pictures actually match what they're supposed to match. And no one lied about too many things. So we get on the date and make sure everything's lined up, and this could be a partner. So this will get you massive, massive results. All right, so you've run your 50-12-1, and you're probably wondering, well, how the heck do I select my one? Well, from the 12 people that are interested in going on a date with you, you're going to do a 3-pronged process. You're going to go to their profile and read it, is the first and most important step. I'm going to put this in order of importance. Go to the profile. Does this match what you're looking for in a partner on the profile? Second step, how's the dialogue? Typically, there's a little bit of messaging sometimes in between setting up the date. Like, well, is there a nice jive here? Does it work out? And then third thing, least important, is their pictures. So that's when you're going to look at the pictures and decide, he's cute. I could give him a shot. Now, remember, the picture is the third most important thing. Reason being is there was a scientific study done a number of years ago where they asked women to look at men's yearbook pictures and then on a 0 to 10 scale rate them on attractiveness. So let's say a woman rated a guy a 4. They then allowed the woman to talk to the man. They talked for an hour. And if you had an amazing personality, they would re-rate the attractiveness and a 4 went to an 8. Versus if they talked to a 4 that had a terrible personality, the 4 went to a 0. So through this experiment, we realized that women can move men on attractiveness a full 4 basis points. So that means when you're looking for men, as long as they're a 4 and above, we can get them up to an 8. If they're a 5, they can get to a 9, a 6, a 10. And what I've found over the years that I've been doing this is the women that are getting married or finding life partnership, they're typically finding life partnership with men that are an 8 for chemistry, but a 10 in compatibility. Those are the people that get together. I guess the biggest piece of this is a lot of women come to me and say, you know, these 60-year-old men, they all look like my grandfather. Well, you're right. You're absolutely right. But if they're a 4 and above, you should give them a shot, because sometimes when you get on that date, they're going to blow your mind with their life experiences, with the dialogue you have, with the compatibility, with some of the chemistry that brings them up in your eyes in terms of attractiveness. So bottom line is, give men a shot. All right, guys, let's wrap this puppy into a bow real quick. So we're going on Match.com. We're having pictures that are 8 to 15% surface area of our face. We're writing wildly specific profiles. We're sending messages in 20 minutes. We're sending 50. 12 of them want to go on a date. We're picking one of those to go on a date with us. And then we're repeating that about 6 to 8 times. And then we're going to find someone we like. Woo! That is a lot in just a short period of time. If you have any questions about it, plop it down there. If you'd like to watch more videos, I'm going to put 2 up there. So go up there and click one of them, select which one you'd rather watch, and keep enjoying my content. I love all of you. Here's to finding a partner this year. Bye.